Not now. I think we're live. It's me, Sheila Trulove. I guess I have to wait until some folks come into the room. Today, I would like to talk about. I don't know if I make the screen bigger. Anyway, I haven't gone live that often, but anyway, we're going to talk about, is your partner a narcissist? And the reason why I'm posing that question, because so many people think that their partner is a narcissist when it's not necessarily true. So we're going to have to identify what really is a narcissist. So, what I want to start with is a question. Does this person that you're with, do they seem to not take criticism well? Hmm, that's a good question. What happens when they're, hi, Lynn, keeping my faith. I hear you, girl. Keeping my faith, keeping my faith. That's a name. That's nice. You keep that faith, girlfriend. That's the most important thing. Angie Mack. Hi, Angie. Clap, clap, clap for you too, darling. Now tell me something. You have a lot of females who, boyfriend, he has a temper, or my boyfriend or girlfriend, she does this or she does that. That's not necessarily a narcissist. That's just a normal person who's imperfect and who have issues, not necessarily narcissism. Uh, now, what I want to, like I already asked the question, does he seem to not take criticism well? Okay. Now, when I used to say things, I don't criticize. I try not to criticize. There's two types of criticism. You have constructive criticism, and you have destructive criticism. I always try, and not even to call it criticism, but if there's areas that a person can work on, why not bring it to their attention? And you know why I do that? Because I wouldn't mind if they brought it to my attention if I was doing something that was not as good as I can be. You know what I mean? So now, that's the first question. Does he seem to not take criticism well? Second question, does he say things to make you feel you're worthless? Do they say things to try to make you feel like you're worthless? My ex Narc did. He did try to say things to make me feel worthless, but that was a lost cause because I knew my worth, and God knows I was better than him. Anyway, yeah, but he used to say things like if I was wearing a wig, because I wear wigs, weaves, extensions, whatever, because my hair is kind of thin, and if I want to upgrade myself, what's wrong with upgrading yourself? There's times when I wear my own hair out too, at home. Yeah, but he used to try to say, oh, look at that, you got on a hat. A hat? Since when is a ponytail and bangs a hat? Really? Okay, will do. I hear you, girl. Anyway, so like I said, did they say things to try to make you feel like you were worthless? To be honest with you, my beautiful peeps, Angie Matt, like I'm not so compliment. I'm not going to compliment your hair. So what you do it? So what you do it? Okay, thank you, Angie. Yeah, I'm just saying, I like different styles. So who cares? And I'm pissed off with that nonsense with these black men with these hair issues. As long as I got so many Caucasian men with ebony women with their weave, their wig, their whatever, they're natural. Some of them wear natural. Caucasian men don't have no problem with that. It's only these black men who seems to have issues. I pay them no mind, child. Do whatever you want to do. If it makes you feel good, if it makes you look good, there's nothing wrong with upgrading yourself. Let's talk about their false teeth and them big old pot guts and their erectile dysfunction and what is that? Those receding hairlines. They need a weave. And then go on YouTube and type in man weave. They got weaves too. So what does that prove? All the time they were just jealous. They're uptight because they see so many ebony women are looking hot with these wigs, extensions, weaves, whatever, her natural hair. So they're looking hot, and they're getting uptight about that one. Yeah, Angie Mack, things men say. Yeah, they're not even men, honey, they're boys. Men don't talk like that stupid nonsense. Yes, they want to be strict without looks, but never look at themselves. Hello, holla, girl. High five. Come on, let's do it. Bad. Put a hand up there. Bad. Okay, what about the next question? When something goes wrong, Does your partner blame everyone but themselves? Signs of a narcissist. They know how to sit up here and, as they say, projection. They're never wrong. It's never them. It's always something that you've done or something that the other person has done. And you have to listen to what they say about other people that they've dated. You know what I'm saying? They always got a complaint about the other person. Yeah, well, she was crazy. Yeah, this was wrong with her. You know what? When my ex-narc used to tell me something wrong with somebody else, no, it wasn't her. It was you. Remember, I had the experience with you. It was never her. Always you. Everywhere that character went, they was kicking him out, left and right, kicked out, kicked out. They want to be strict. Okay, keep it. I hear the high five. Thank you, girl. Keeping my faith. Lynn Town, yes, it's always your fault. But honey, don't pay that no mind. Yes, we're always labeled as drama. Yeah, right. I don't take it personal. Good. That means that you know what you're all about. You know who you are. You know what's up with yourself. I don't take it personal either. I also know when they're trying to change the subject and trying to execute projection. No, I still stand where I brought this to your attention, and I'm going to still stand here. Like you'd say, you ask them a question, and they get all pissed off about it, and then they'll try to change the subject. We're not changing the subject because I'm bringing the same question right back to you. And until you're ready to answer that question, I can play the silent treatment. I do the silent treatment real good. And my narc, he always needed some kind of help. There wasn't a day that passed he didn't need help. So he would have to talk to me, and then I would give him the silent treatment. Are you ready to answer that question that I asked you? Yeah, it's not your fault. Good. Don't take it personal. That's right. Call it weak balling. Angie Mack, thank you. How about this one? Does your partner refuse to be accountable for his or her bad behavior? They never want to take accountability. Accountability, which I got just recently got into a kind of a spat with my daughter on that when she was talking about people don't want to take accountability. First of all, let's define what is taking accountability. Taking accountability is when you know that you did wrong. You let the person know, yes, I have made some bad choices and I have made some bad decisions. I have. And I'm so sorry for that. You know? And then you turn, you make adjustments. You work like a dog not to do that again. That's taking accountability when you can admit that you were wrong and how sorry you are for what went down and for your bad choices. Think my daughter understands that? No, but whatever. Narcissists are the same way. They never want to take accountability for their behavior. Okay, where's my pen so I could do a check off list here? As you see, I keep things organized, right handy. We could sign that one off. We could take that one off. How about, does your narcissist, or how about this? Does your partner always believe that they are right? Do they? Call it weak balling, exactly. Yep, and always tell me I don't know how to let the past go. Sounds like my daughter. And it's my fault, but hell, he was always repeating the same old things. It's true, child, please. You know, ancient history, and they want to keep on bringing it up. Or, you know, you got a dead dog, they want to keep whipping the dog. Keep with a dead horse, they want to keep whipping it. And then when you bring up their past, or you bring up something that happened eons ago, they're ready to say, let me tell you what my daughter said. I don't trust you. I don't trust you with my emotions because you usually, things that I tell you, you bring it up to use it against me. No, sweetheart, I never use anything from the past against you. If I bring something up, it's to make a point. At the same time, she brings up nothing but the past. Never nothing that's happening right now. As a single parent, I say I was amazing. Amazing. Was I perfect? Hell no. Did I make mistakes? Yes, I did. Am I accountable for it? Yes, I am. Have I made the necessary changes? Yes, I have. At the same time, I'm still not perfect. Whatever. Okay. Boy toys. That's what they act like. Boys, it's true. Because men, they don't behave like that, really. A lot of these males, let's call them males, they have arrested development. And I'm not going to even put it all in the males, because you have female narcissists out here too. These little girls, not women, not ladies, little girls, arrested development. How about, is your partner unable to tune into your feelings? Or if you have children, are they unable to tune into your children's feelings? Narcissists. They lack empathy. To be honest with you, that's the number one identifying mark that you're with a narcissist. Anytime they can't empathize, something awful has happened to you, and they can't, like when something happened to my ex-narc, if he was crying, it made me cry. If he was hurting, I was hurting. You know what I mean? Yeah, you definitely know a few. So that's to be honest with you. Now, when you sit up here saying, "Oh, with my boyfriend or my girlfriend, they overlooked me, or they yelled at me, or they got angry," that doesn't necessarily make them a narcissist. The number one, and I want to put emphasis, lack of empathy, lack of compassion. They have none. Now, what they will do, like let's say you're at a funeral. Normally when a person's at a funeral, people cry at a funeral. So what they do is they look around and see everybody's crying. So now they know they're mirroring. They have to mirror these people. Oh, I'm supposed to be crying too. That's how they are. They don't really feel that genuinely. Does your partner seem unwilling to listen to you and to hear your concerns? You'll sit there and listen to all of his concerns or her concerns, but are they willing to listen to yours? No. And if they're not willing to really listen, and I'm not saying just hear you, but they're giving you their undivided attention, are they willing to do that? If not, Narc. Put that on the list of Narc. Okay, we're going to scratch that one. We're up to number 7. Is your partner constantly telling you what to do? My ex-Narc? Reciprocation. Honey, are you kidding? Are you serious? The Watchman's eyes? Let's giggle at that together. They don't have a clue what reciprocation is. Or let's put it this way, they don't give a damn. Anyway, is your partner constantly telling you what to do? Well, my narc was constantly trying to tell me what to do. And you know, as women, Christian women, we're supposed to be submissive to our husband. And I had no problem with that. I'm not one to try to give no one a hard way to go. In fact, I'm the type of female who I love rules. I love rules. Why? Because it makes things run smoothly, orderly, and I love rules. So I don't have no problem with that. And when you're sitting up here trying to tell me to throw away my family and have contention with my family, or friends who I've been friends with before I even knew you, I've been friends with these people for 20 and 30 years. And you trying to tell me you got issues with that? In one ear, out the other. Because the Bible also, it says for a woman to be submissive to her husband, right? And we understand that. At the same time, what about what the Bible says when it says to be wise? Be wise, my child. That's what makes God's heart rejoice. If you want to make God's heart rejoice, the Bible says to be wise. So if your partner is telling you something that's not wise, you are not under obligation to even give it a second thought. I'm not doing it. How about that? We can sit and talk about it and try to negotiate, and hopefully we could come to an agreement. But when you're telling me to go against the Bible says there's many passages in the Bible where it speaks of wisdom and being wise. I haven't seen anything in the Bible that says, oh, be submissive to your husband because that's what makes God's heart rejoice. No. But it does say, be wise. That's what make God's heart rejoice. Okay. He wanted me to think like, hello, think like him. My daughter's like that. If you don't think like her, agree with her, she's ready to cut you off, throw you away like you're trash. She wants to tell you how to walk, how to talk, how to sit, how to eat. She wants to do all of this. What you should look like. Are you serious? She had issues in knowing her place and knowing mine. Yeah. So I wonder if my daughter's a narc. Anyway, is your partner, okay, we already went to number 7. Okay, it's sad, especially a nice soul built nicely, be so low as human in self-esteem as an individual. Thank you, Angie Mack, for your view, darling. We appreciate that. He think because he has a I hear you, girl, between his legs, he's supposed to have all the control. Yeah, right. No. The Bible says this is a partner. Of course, the last say, we got to keep it real, girls. Really. They do have the last, the last decision. We can't seem to agree on this decision according to the Bible. And as Christians, we have to adhere to what they say as long as it's what? Wise. If they're asking you to do something that goes against the Bible or contrary to what's smart, you want to sit up here and tell me to give you my paycheck because you want to do certain things with the money for the household. I'm supposed to give him. I work hard all freaking week, and I'm supposed to come and turn my paycheck over to you. I ain't got a problem with that. Where's the paycheck going? Towards what? Oh, I want to be a rapper, and I want to be a rapper, so I'm gonna take your money. This is for the family and for our future. You want to be I'll wrap you up. You want to be a rapper. I want to go into the music industry. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. You sit up there and wait on my check. Does your partner make you feel not good enough? Have your partner's constant put downs caused you to internalize this message? Has your partner made you feel like you're not good enough? Mine tried to, but he couldn't do it because I already know my worth. I already know how good I already am. And you have to know that going in. Regardless of who you're dealing with, not just narcs, I'm talking about in general, in the world itself. Oh, he tried to make me feel bad. How? Everything that he was watching that was light skin, pale skin, that's what he, felt was the second coming of Jesus Christ. What woke me up is when I found his porno collection. And I've dated a couple of men. I've dated a couple of men who had porno. And I've always been with, Hispanic men and ebony men, black men. All the black men that I've ever dated and they had porno, they had black women. They like black women. My ex, Narc, which is another reason I kicked him so fast to the curb. That was like wake-up call. Everything had to be pale skin, light skin. All of his porno was with Caucasian women. And I love my vanilla sisters. You know what's up. Let's just say that you're with your band and all he has is nothing but ebony women. Ebony, dark skin, brown skin. Nothing that resembles you at all. Not even close. What does that tell you? Yeah, he wanted me to think, right. Caucasian women. Yeah, and I'm trying to say, if that's what you like, then that's what you like. Go for it, son. But don't sit up here and marry me so you could try to use me to cook and clean and have the Aunt your mama hat on my head. And while you sitting up here, nah. Mm-mm. All the ebony men that I've ever been with, the black men, they have chocolate sisters. That's what turns them on. I even have family members that are men, all chocolate sisters, chocolate. We got caramel, my color, or you have brown, darker brown, and then you have black skin. That's what turned them on, man. You think about it, man. Look at our breasts and the circles around our breasts. They look like Hershey Kisses. Chocolate Hershey Kisses. It's a beautiful thing. You know what? When people are depressed, you know what they recommend? Chocolate. Chocolate helps to lift people's spirits. It's something in the chocolate that helps to lift people's spirits. And that's the way. You think he thought like that? Nah, not at all. Wake up call for me. Built nicely and be so low as a human self. Amen. Yeah, Lynn, H-Town, Caucasian women. Yeah, it's so true. I mean, if that's what your thing is, man, go for it. Even my ex-narc, he was with some brown-skinned women, ebony women, but it was just to dog them. He only wanted them so he could try to get everything he can out of them, try to treat them like defecation. But you let her be light-skinned or pale-skinned, he treats her like a queen, like she's the second coming of Jesus Christ. The only thing use he had for my complexion or dark or black skin is to dog you. Treat you like what? No, man, come on, beyond garbage. Yeah, he used to be hanging out with dogs. I've dated all women. I just like women. No, you don't. Because if you're just like women, your porno should be a variety. It should be a variety with brown, dark, light, pale. That's somebody who just like women. But when all your porno is all Caucasian, pale, and lights, come on now. That's showing me right then and there. You was just using me. Does your narc, okay, freak that. That's number 8. Say, come on now. Does your partner need to go on and on about how great he or she is and how pathetic you are? I wish my narc would have tried that nonsense. He had all these disabilities, child. He could never, ever try to talk about how pathetic. No. Go on. How great he is? Really? What's great about you? I'm sorry. I'm going to sit back and be quiet. Explain to me exactly what's great about you. You know what it was? 0. My whole family said, we got your number, dude. You know what your number is? 0. They saw it from the beginning. Does your partner need to go on? Oh, no, we got that. Okay, I got to be scratching this. I'm sorry, repeating. I hate that. Thank you. I see your tough arm over here, Angie Mac. I like that. A nice, strong arm. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling that. Does your partner lie? This is going to be fun for us. This is going to be so much fun. Does your partner lie? I think to some degree, everyone lies. Okay? Even if you look in the Bible, they lied in the Bible. You had Abraham. He lied and said Sarah was his sister because he was afraid of the people there that they would hurt him. That was a lie. You had Jacob and Cain. Cain and Jacob. No, was it Cain? It was Cain and Jacob. And they deceived Isaac. They deceived Isaac by putting on Jacob the fur and all of this because Isaac couldn't hardly see. So they deceived Isaac. That's a lie. There's numerous lies that, like at least 3 or 4 or 5 lies. But you know the difference is there's malicious lies and then there's lies. The way narcissists lie, it's malicious. Oh, I'm not cheating on you. That's malicious because you see, they just want you to throw your life away. To have someone throw their life away, that is malicious. That's mean and it's hateful and it's evil. I'm trying to fix this here. You know what I mean? There's a huge difference. You have lies that are meant to destroy and it's malicious and it's hateful. And then you have lies because you're trying to protect someone or because, like in the Bible, when they told those lies, outright lies. Read the Bible, type in on Google lies that were told with people in the Bible. They lied. People could dress it up as much as they want to, but it was lies. Deception is lying. Now, do our narcissists lie? Hell yeah. Do I lie? Have I ever lied? Yes, I have lied. People say, hey, how you doing? And I say, oh, I'm great. And I might not be feeling great. That's a lie. Okay? You call in sick at the office. Sometimes you may not tell the complete truth. But what's malicious about that? What's malicious about that? Is that going to hurt anyone? No. But at one point in whatever, we all tell lies to some degree. So for somebody that says, you know what, I don't lie, you're lying right now. Liar. Okay. So we got, does your partner lie? These are the identifying marks of a narcissist. Now, don't forget to put all the points that we have discussed here. How about, does your partner manipulate? See, I don't manipulate. I'm a straight shooter. I'm going to come at you straight. When I want something, I ask for it. I'm not going to try to manipulate you. I'm not going to try to play games with you. I've always been a straight shooter. But narcissists, they will try to manipulate you. They try to pretend like they are a part of God. I like Christ. They will manipulate you with a sob story. They'll tell you how they went through a hardship here and all of that so you can feel sorry for them. And then when they try to hit you up for something, you be like, oh, they've been through so, yeah, right. Oh, nothing. I don't depart with no money, especially when it comes to giving that to a man. I used to in the past, but you live and you learn. And I learned. I don't give men money because that goes against the Bible. There's not one woman in that Bible that you see take care of some man financially. And if you know the scripture where there's a woman who's shelling out money to a man, please show it to me. I can show you 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8, where a man is supposed to be shelling out his money to a woman. He's supposed to be the provider. If I have to be submissive, you damn sure better be a provider. Does your partner tell different people different stories about the same event, spinning the story so that he or she looks good? Of course. You got any experiences with your ex-narc? I don't know if am I recording? Oh yeah, I'm still recording. Okay. Do you have any experiences with your ex-narc? Like mine's, I could say he used to go around saying, I'm a good man. I go to work and I come straight home from work, but she don't appreciate that. She's always accusing me of something. I never accused him of anything that he wasn't guilty of. And how did I know he was guilty? Because God and Jesus Christ exposed him. Thank God for butt dialing on your phone, making a mistake to butt dial. You know what I'm talking about. He wants to sit up here, and then most of these females, these stupid females who's dumb and stupid, welfare recipients, or whatever the hell, desperate for anything they can get because they know they have a lot of mental illness going on. Oh man, she should appreciate that. A man who goes to work and he comes straight home. But you know what? He failed to tell them before he went to work, he made a quick stop at the whorehouse. He made a quick stop over there. Or he got off work early. And he made a quick stop at the whorehouse and did what all the filth that he wanted to do. You see, he don't tell these females that part. So they're sitting up there saying, oh, he's such a good man. A good man, my fat patootie. Tell him about you had to be to work at 12:30 or 1 o'clock, but yet you sitting up there leaving the house at 10 or whatever. Lessons never prepared. Making a quick stop, and then you don't butt dial by mistake. I hear the females' voices in the back. And then when you question him about it, you know what he want to do? Try to gaslight you. Man, you know what? I ain't got time for this nonsense. You know what I did? I have everything set up in my head. I knew what I was going to do. Go ahead and keep lying, because you know what? I'm not going to sit up here and stress myself arguing and debating with you when I know what I heard. And that's when I put my plan in action. Oh yeah. Is he here now? No. Life is better and it's sweeter. I hope yours is the same. What do I look like here in my live streaming? Is your family uncomfortable around your partner? My family didn't really particularly care for this character. My family did not like the way he treated me. My family didn't like the way he was so envious and jealous of what? Of our abilities, our potential, our healthy self-esteem, and our confidence. And we were incredibly articulate, and he's not. Okay? No, my family was uncomfortable around him, trying to make him not feel unwanted or uncomfortable, you know? You have to sit up there. We all had to dummy down. Everybody had to try to dummy down to try to appease this character. Of course, they always find a way to cheat. Like I told you, mine used to cheat before he went to work. And then he wants to sit up there and say, I come straight home from work. Yeah, okay, buddy boy. And if I wasn't a Christian, two could play that game. If I wasn't a Christian, though, I would have, baby, please. I would have made sure I had a man up in here and having sex at the time that I knew he was coming home so he could walk in on it. That's what I would have did. And what is he going to do? He's talking about, yeah, and I'll be, yeah, you ain't going to do nothing. Because the man that I'm with, you think he's going to sit up there and just let you swing on him? No, baby. The man I'm with is going to have a fist like a hammer like my brother. He didn't step to my brother. Oh, hell no. You had to see how he cowered down when it came to my brother. My brother got a fist like a hammer. He was like, looking up from the chair. Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, right. My brother took pity on his miserable little skinny soul. Does your partner mistrust everyone? Actually, mine's had no reason to mistrust me. I'm a Christian. He knows that. Did he trust me? Not really. When it came to money, he didn't trust me. There was no reason for that. Could I trust him? Hell no. Hell no. Not with money. He was cheap. He was stingy. He proved that he was a constant liar. What about your narc? My ex-narc was a very sweet narc. My fam, oh, really? What is that called? That's called the, not covert. Yeah, that's covert, right? That's the covert narc where they appear to be so great. My narc didn't fool my family, though. He didn't fool them. They could see straight through him. My son and my daughter, they have like this thing where they could sense certain things about people. They could feel things. And my kid's father was like that too. Very intuitive. I'm very psychic somewhat. They knew this clown was no good. Covert, exactly. Thank you, Lynn. Okay. Does your partner mistrust everyone? Yeah, he pretty much did. You know why? Because he wasn't trustworthy. He knew what the kind of person he was, so he assumed that everybody's like him. No, everybody's not like you. Narkhead. Jerk off. Have others in your life said that something is different or strange about your partner? Everybody told me, Sheila. They looked at me like I had 3 heads. Yeah, they all thought he was strange. Why in the hell are you with this character? And my ex-fiance, he met this character. He was like, you lucky son of a bitch. He was like, he was like, wow. I was following horoscopes, honey. That's the only reason why that character got a chance to be in my life. I was following horoscopes. Any female that's dealing with him now, I know she's a nut job. She's a junkie, heroin addict, crackhead, crystal meth, or she's got mental issues. Because what woman in her right mind, because when I met him, he wasn't dealing with no crack. He wasn't on no drugs. Now he's strung out, skinny as a freaking toothpick. Now, what woman in her right mind who's a decent woman is going to be with something like that? None. So, something is different and strange about him? Absolutely. How about this one? Does your partner take advantage of other people? Mine's tried, but his IQ was very low. So he took advantage of me. He did. He took advantage of me. You know why I say that? Because instead of paying me every month what he would have to pay out there if I kicked him out, no, out there he would have had to pay $700, $800, $900 a month. He was giving me $575 a month, and that included rent, food, cable, my hard labor, cooking and cleaning and doing his lawn. $575 a month. Why did I put up with that? Trying to be a team player, trying to be understanding, trying to. He said, no, the reason why I put up with it is because I had my son here who was giving me money also. So that combined together, but that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. You know why? Because no woman, and I hope my empaths and my girls and my men out here, no, not the men, because you're supposed to do the heavy lifting financially, but my girls, don't ever settle for less than $700 a month. Please. Because if they don't want to bring that $700 a month, lucky number 7, kick their behind out. And guess how much they're going to have to pay? Check this out. I kicked the nigga out. He paid $650 for a room, not an apartment, a room. That didn't include food. Hey, mammy. Why would you call you mammy? What is that? Mammy Powell. I have a narc too. Oh, hello, girl. Come and sit in the living room. Can I get you a cup of coffee? Can I get you a martini or something to drink? I have some tea going on here. Some good old tea. Come on, mammy. Have a seat and join in. Well, like I'm saying, there's no way you should take less than $700. He's paying $650 for a room, didn't include food. And let's think about food and the way how much food costs. And let's talk about his toilet tissue, toothpaste, and all that. He's going to spend at least $50 a week just for meat and vegetables alone. So now you take that $650 and $50 a week, that's $200. That's $850. I didn't ask him for no $850. I said $700. And then when you sit up there and bring this to his attention, he wants to get all with rage and punching holes in the wall and punching the closet all off the hinges. Really? Really? But you know what? I say I could do cray-cray. We could all be cray-cray up in here. Because you can't show them that you're afraid or you can't back down, because that's what they'll always use on you. When they raise up, you got to raise up. Let them see it. And I don't think no woman can really beat a man. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, they haven't have nots. But you got to raise up too. Let them know. Yeah, it's gonna be. You're not gonna. It's not gonna be easy, son. I'm gonna give you a hard way to go. Believe that. Hold on. Oh. Yeah. What? Yeah, okay, cat. And don't ask to come back in here, man. Beat it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, bye. Beat it. Okay, my babies, I'm back. So like I said, you know, they want to sit up here. And how long were you with him? 11 years, sweetheart. 11 miserable years. The ball and chain. You have some, though. I was talking to my girlfriend today. 20 years. 25 years, man. That's some craziness. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, first was the word. Hey, Miss Sheila. It's Lisa. Lisa! That's my baby. I love you. That's my girl. You guys got to... Lisa is amazing. She's so amazing. She really is. She has a lot on her plate. Man, please. Been with a narc for 20 years. And we did some talking, which is something I want to focus on, to be honest, because you have a lot of women, people actually, it may be men too, that where they're afraid to start a new relationship because, you know, they're afraid of being hurt. But the reason I don't fall into that category is because I know that's what the narcissist want. He wants you not to be able to move on to other people. He wants you to be afraid to move on and to meet someone else. And no, you know what I did? No. I told you I had 3 men at a time, honey. I got one now. The other two, I had to kick them to the curb because they were losers. You know? How long was I with him? Wait, mammy, you was with yours for 26 years? You know what I'm curious in terms of? 26 years, and Lisa was with hers for 20. When did it start going bad? Like, was it after 3 years? Was it after 7? You know, they get the 7-year itch. They get crazy after 7 years normally. How long was it First was the word. Wasted years, honey. I wouldn't say it's wasted. It was educational. Yeah, well, maybe it was a little wasteful, 26 and all that, in 11 years, like I had 11. But how long does it take to get my doctorate or my PhD? So it was a learning experience. Actually, I'm glad that I experienced being with a narc. I never had that in my life. I've had a partial narc, but a full-blown mental patient. Oh no, I've never experienced that. So actually, it was entertaining for me. It was a learning experience. Hey, Mammy, Lisa, Mammy is saying hi, girly girl. Say hi to Mammy. Oh, you would love Lisa, guys. She's amazing. She's great. Keep it. That's why they like to run in and out of your life. Yeah, okay. They will constantly keep coming in and out as long as they see that they could get something from you. Like my narc, I haven't seen him since February. You know why? He owes me $750. That's number one. Number two, because he looks terrible. Because when I saw him going to a funeral, he had already looked like skin and bones. So he's embarrassed. Okay? And number three, because he know he can't get nothing out of me. That's why he's hiding. Other people see him. They want to tell me everything about him. I saw him with this. I saw him with that. Everybody tells. I got to the point where I had to say, you know what? Please do me a favor. I'm not interested. Can you please not tell me anything else about him? Because I've moved on. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you know you've moved on. When you are happy with your life now. When you no longer care about what they're doing. That's when you know that you've moved on. And it's a beautiful thing. Red flag. Oh, wait a minute. Really? After 1 year, you got the red flag, Mammy? I'm an empath. Of course you are, darling. Right, because I can spot one noun a mile away. We're educated, but we have to be careful that we don't label everyone a narc. They did something wrong. They lost their temper. They did something. That's the reason why I'm going over this list. Does your partner take advantage of other people? That's a narc. They take advantage of other people. They have no guilt. I was young and dumb and accepted way too much abuse. Honey, okay, come and climb on my wagon because I wasn't young. Well, I'm sorry, I wasn't young. I wasn't even not dumb. I was just into I was dumb, following horoscopes. Because like I told you, that clown would have never had the honor or the privilege to be with a female like me if he wasn't a Taurus. Man, please. Nah, please. Being content with yourself is wonderful. Yes, it is. It's a beautiful thing. I thought it was me being too sensitive. Well, I don't know how sensitive you are. Being too sensitive, yeah, but there's just certain things that a person just shouldn't put up with. I don't put up with no man cheating, no man who has an overly wandering eye, no man who has porno, and the females don't look nothing like me. At least let them resemble me. At least let them be my body's weight and gotta be my same color, because I ain't feeling none of that light skin, pale skin. No. I hear you. Ditto. What do you mean follow? Well, I was following horoscopes. I'm a Capricorn, and I wanted a Taurus. And the reason why I dated my ex-narc is because I had got hurt. I'm talking about walk in front of a bus type hurt. And he was a Taurus that hurt me. So I felt that since it was a Taurus that hurt me, I needed a Taurus to help heal me. And then I heard this narc in a anger management, stress management group. And that's the only reason why he got to be a part of my life, honey. Because if he would have said Aries, Sagittarius, or Cancer, anything else, I wouldn't have gave him the time of day. Because he said he had spoke to me because he saw I had big breasts. And he had spoke to me and I looked at him and gave him a dirty look. But that's before I knew what his sign was. And his mother was a Capricorn. That's the only reason. Trust and believe. That's why I say any female that's with him now, She's a total drug addict, a bum, crazy nut job. Because ain't no woman in her right mind. Was I in my right mind? I had got hurt just recently. Ain't no woman in her right mind. I was following horoscopes. You think these women are following horoscopes? That's not why they're with him. They're with him because they could jerk him. They see that he's mentally weak. But anyway, I had no self-love. That's not good, mammy. You have to have self-love, darling. First was the word. I thought I was long-suffering. And yes, me too. I was made to believe that I was oversensitive. I hear you. Yeah, a lot of people read that scripture in the Bible where it defines what love is. And it says love is this, love is long-suffering. At the same time, God is not saying sit there and be abused. God is not saying that. So you got to keep in mind that scripture of what love is. And then look at the other scriptures where it keeps saying, be wise, my child. Be wise in Proverbs. Be wise in Ecclesiastic. Be wise is all over the Bible. So when it comes to the description of love, which that, to be honest, is the perfect love. You have to be a perfect person to have all those qualities. And people want to listen to certain parts of the Bible. No, don't forget to be wise, my child. The Bible says it's not wise for us to put up with no abuse. Somebody who's sitting up here disrespecting you, taking advantage of you, cheating like a filthy pig. Is that wise to put up with that? No. So you're going against the Bible. Let me see. How do I get to go up again to read the comments? Being content with yourself is wonderful. I hear you, girl. Yes, self-love deficient. LOL. Okay, it's true, baby. We're all trying to do things God's way. We realize that we don't know more than God and we don't know more than Christ. And God tells, the wife to try to stick with her husband. And when you get married, you take those vows for better or for worse. But you didn't take no vows for sitting up here being abused. I didn't have no vows for that. And to be honest with you, I wrote out our vows. And I didn't put in my vows for better or worse. Hell no. Because I knew that if I put those vows, I have to adhere to it. I did not put that in my vows. I put it in his because I typed it up. And we gave it to the justice of the peace. And the justice of the peace gave him what he had to say to him, forsaking all others. That means, you know what forsaking all others mean. I put forsaking all others with me. But when it came to better or worse, I didn't have that in mind. So you see, I ain't sitting around for no worse. I'm out of here. Hell no. Jehovah God and Jesus Christ. No, I did not put for better or for worse on my part when I gave him to read my paper. Not this girl. Oh my God. Hey, keeping my faith. You a Capricorn, your girlfriend, January 15th. I'm January 5th. Wow, you got the birthday of Martin Luther King. I know you can't put up with no injustice. You ain't trying to hear it. Martin Luther King tried. He saw all that injustice going on. He tried to shut it up. Tried to take the abuse. He couldn't do it. January 15th can't do it either. Hell no. Yeah, girl, you keep your faith. Yes, that's my girl. You know how strong we are. Okay. Oh my God. First was the heart. Are you a Capricorn too? December 31st. Hello, darling. First was the word. I hear that. Figures you would come up with a name like that. You know how Capricorn women are. We are supportive. We're loyal. We're no nonsense at the same time. We know that there's a time and place for everything. There's a time to be fun and playful. There's a time to be sexy and passionate. But then there's also a time to be serious. And it's a time for Capricorns are business people. I'm sorry. We're going to make that money. Keeping my faith. Okay, girl. That's why I can relate so well to your character. Okay. It makes sense now. Okay. I'm a Capricorn too. First was the word. Excellent. Welcome. I get that. Come out from among them and be ye separate. Amen. Holla. Mammy. Amen. LOL. I hear you, girl. Keep laughing, Mammy. Mammy, can you tell me something? Why would you call yourself Mammy? Are you an ebony woman? Or did you call yourself Mammy as in comedy? Is it Mammy? Where are you from? Are you from the country, Mammy? I'm curious. Anyway, I love you, Mammy. I don't care whatever reason. Curiosity got the best of me, however. Anyway. Huh. Keeping my faith. Okay. Okay. Next question. We already know that narcissists do go around taking advantage of people. How about this one? Does he comfort you? Does she, Mammy, why are you laughing? What is that? What? You have these Mammy looking. No, I love you, Mammy. Thank you for the laughter, girl. Mammy, she got these Mammy looking, how you say, these icon things. Marie, Mammy Powell Marnie. I don't know what that means, but Mammy, you're funny. Those stupid little faces that you have there. Anyway, I hope this doesn't come out choppy because it looked like it's choppy or whatever. But anyway, does he comfort you? Let's say you had a death in the family or something awful happened to you. Does this character, male or female, comfort you? That's another main identifying mark of a narcissist when it comes to, is your partner a narcissist, according to Psychology Today. Mm-hmm. Did mine comfort me? Hell no. Hell no. He wasn't articulate. He didn't. No, hell no. I ain't gonna even lie. I wish I could think of some incidents where he did, but hell no. Shoot, nah. What about you guys? Did your narc comfort you? Like if you had a death in the family? Twitter, Kim Kardashian, whatever. Who cares? I don't even deal with that broad. Anyway, teaching young girls in order to be successful, you got to be a hoe. Sucking penises all online. Really? Great example, Kim. Thank you. No, thank you. I moved on from my narc ex-wife and have moved on with a righteous. Oh, hell yeah. Good for you, baby. Is it possible she may try to hurt us, or will she be so pissed? Oh, okay. Because you moved on to a wonderful woman and you left the narc female, is it possible that she would try to hurt you or whatever? Well, I think if she sees that she can't get anything out of you, there will be no hoovering. They usually hoover when they feel that they could still get something out of you, some type of supply, whether it's sex, whether it's money, something out of you. If she sees that she can't get anything out of you, I don't think you have anything to worry about. And I am so happy for you. What is that, Jackie Miracle? Jackie's Miracle? I'm happy for you, baby. And you got yourself a God-fearing woman. And that's what I suggest to my beautiful women, my female empaths. Try to find yourself a God-fearing man. And I'm serious, not a pretend to be, because you got pastors raping boys and bishops and elders and ministerial servants raping people. But you got to make sure, try to get yourself a God-fearing man who's Christ-like. And good fortune finding that one. That's like a needle in a haystack. And if you find one, can you please tell me if you got a brother? Mine did, but it lacked empathy. Oh, so, okay, it lacked empathy. So you're saying that they did try to comfort you, Lynn? What did he do that was trying to comfort you? Okay, I'm curious, babe. Hey, Miss T. Pat. Hi, Sheila. Hey, girl. Miss T. Pat, come on, baby. The party's right, girl. The party's right. The party's right. Hey, can I get you something to drink, girlfriend? Come on in. Have a seat in the living room. I'm having tea. I have martinis. I can go over there and get you something. Or would you like coffee? Coffee makes you talk a lot. Anything with caffeine. This makes you talk a lot. I've got caffeine. Yes, because nowadays, I guess it's not all about looks. Most times, the finest ones be the narcs. Honey, I got to talking to keeping my faith. Let me tell you, the ugly ones are narcs. They're narcs, man. And if we're going to have to deal with narcs, we might as well get a fly-looking one. Listen, because I used to say everybody wants a quarter, everybody wants a nickel, everybody wants a dime. So I used to go for pennies. My ex-narc was not even a penny. He was half of a penny. So you figure, if this guy is a penny, nobody's going to hardly want him. Girl, as long as there's prostitutes, crackheads, thoughts, desperate women, females, not the whores. They're all whores. Nothing healthy. No healthy-minded women. So you figured, let me see where you at, baby. All about looks. Most times, the finest ones be the narcs. Maybe sometime we could get the fine ones going forward, and maybe they're not the narcs. I think it's the ugly ones that are narcs. The only reason why they want the fine ones is because it's easy for women to grab those up. So I went for a penny. I even went for half a penny, and still. Oh, please. He was all about prostitutes, girl. Crackheads, crack whores, crystal meth, heroin addicts, whatever. So if I'm going to have to get cheated on, I might as well get me a fly-looking guy, something that I'm not ashamed to walk down the street with. I moved on from Jackie Miracle, we are so happy for you. Keeping my faith. No, he was still too worried about himself to be comforting. He was still too worried about himself to be comforting to me. Sounds like a narc. Miss P.T. Pat, I love my baby. Hi, T. Pat. Keeping my faith. Yes, because nowadays, it's all about looks. It's not about looks, sweetheart. Because you know what? I have 5 brothers. I'm the only girl. And a lot of these guys, instead of worried about what a woman looks like, whether she's beautiful in the face, they care about what her body look like. Which to me, that's stupid. That's just stupid. I have one of my brothers. He's like, she got to have a body. It's all about her body. A woman can always lose weight, but if she got an ugly face, that's stupid. If I was a man, I would go more for the face rather than the body. But he said, the face, I'm not having sex with the face, but the face is what you see when you're eating at the table, when you're laying down in the bed, you see the face more than you see the body. That's what makes sense to me, and I'm a Capricorn. And then I keep thinking about, what if my wife is full figure, or if she's corpulent? She can always lose weight. So then I get the whole package. See? We could go to the gym, work out. We could both decide to become vegans, if you will. Not me. Love lamb chops too much. No, I mean pork chops too. That ain't happening. I'll do the meat, vegetable, muffin and yogurt in the morning. Yeah, we could work that. We could always lose weight, hang out at the gym. We could do that, get my body tight, nice, within a year or less. And I got the beautiful face. That's the whole package. But when you're sitting up there more concerned with what her body is more important than the face, and she got a mugshot looking like some freaking, what did this guy tell me? He said, you brought me some woman who looked like a, it was a double date. But anyway, she looked like a horse in her face or whatever, superfood. But no, see, men are not smart. Keeping my faith. No, he was still too worried of, okay. He hugged me and said he felt bad. Oh, he hugged me. I feel so bad for you. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I feel so bad for you. I hear you, Lynn. Okay. Oh, some kind of freaking, I don't know, compassion, some kind of feeling, something. I hear you. Okay, I am so much better, Sheila. Good for you, Miss T. Pat. Keeping my faith. You laugh. Keep laughing, baby. Keep laughing. That's why we're here together. Okay. Mammy? Mammy. Okay, Mammy. Dag, Sheila. I love you. I like you, Mammy, a lot. I don't even know about you're funny. And those stupid little faces that you have, Mammy. Keeping my faith. You keep it so real. That's why I love watching you. Thank you. And I love having you. Thank you so much. Lynn, you got that crazy looking face. Gumdrops. They look like gumdrops with big old smiles. Okay, the next question is your partner all about power and control? Pursuing power at all costs? They want the power in the relationship. They want to control everything. They want to give you orders, and you're supposed to just follow their goddamn order, man. Please, y'all. Yeah, he tried that stunt too, but Capricorn is too strong. My moon is in Leo, sweetheart. Let's do the math on that one. Moon in Leo. What is a Leo? A lion. Do you really think you could really dominate? No, I'm the queen and the king of the jungle. That ain't happening, son. That is so not. And then combined with Capricorn, good luck. Okay, what about you guys? Did you have someone who was trying to control you and trying to be? He got to have all the power, or she has to have all the power? Really? I could never live like that. Is your partner all about image and how things look to other people? Of course, mine was totally like that. One, he had disabilities, so he was already insecure. So he had to try to. He see how other men are cheating on their women, and he admired pimps. We was going to Christian meetings and everything. He didn't admire the brothers in the congregation. No, he admired men who were pimps and dogging women and treating women like garbage. He would listen to rap music where it's calling women bitches and hoes, and you no good piece of this, and suck on this. That's what. When he was with me in the car, he would put on this nice music, flowery and whatever. But he got busted numerous times because when we get in the car, you put the key, I start the car, and it's on the radio station that he left. And the radio station that he had on, we were bitches and hoes and deserved to get beat and pimped. I was like, okay, really? I think we need to get you to a little more. Maybe the brother who's studying with you is not studying intensely enough because you're still thinking we bitches and hoes. And yeah, okay, whatever, Negro. Okay. Lynn H-Town. Are we having fun here, girls and guys? I'm so happy for the guy who met a Christian woman. And now he got rid of that narc. She was like on the side of Satan, the devil. He got himself a God-fearing woman. I tell you, get yourself a God-fearing man, ladies, and you got yourself something. But the sad thing is when you go in the church or your Christian meetings, you see like freaking 100, 20 women for one man. That's why you have to take vacations and do your research on where there's more men than women. Like Alaska, there's hardly no freaking women. The men are begging, please, God, send us some women, please. Anchorage, they got San Francisco, they got other places in California, ain't hardly no women. Now that's a vacation. I shouldn't have been telling you this, I could have went down there, cornered the market, got phone numbers, and did that, how you say, long distance dating. Who doesn't want to come to New York from Alaska? They're going to come to New York. Child, please. Does your partner seem to have no value system, no fixed idea of what's right and wrong? They don't care about what's right and wrong. My narc didn't. What about yours? Is it wrong to cheat on people? Yeah, it is. Is it wrong to get upset just because someone's viewpoint is different than yours? Yeah. Is it wrong to get so rageful and you're punching holes in the wall and you're knocking the closets off the hinges just because somebody told you no? People are entitled. They ask you for something and you tell them no. Is it wrong? Do they care about right and wrong? My narc pretend like he was trying to live a Christian life. If you live in a Christian life, sex belongs within marriage. He don't care. Prostitutes. Did you care that it was with prostitutes? You're not supposed to be watching porno anyway. And if we did watch porno, cartoon, because those are not real people. Go ahead and get lustful over a cartoon. Who cares? Animation. Who's animation? They got some animation stuff, girl. Let me tell you. Better than the live stuff. At least I didn't feel like I was breaking God. And they're going to be animated people who are my color. Trust and believe. Like the Family Guy? They got the Family Guy with porn, man. That's a black family. And they're getting busy. After the divorce, does your partner still want to exploit you, get stuff out of you after the divorce, after you end the relationship? Mine tried it. He wanted to try to get money out of me because he got a thirsty crack habit. And he knows that if he could, no woman wants to deal with him unless he have money. So he knows without the money, he's going to end up sleeping alone. Nobody wants him to come to the house. Nobody wants him around. He used to tell me, I can't go over there because I ain't got no money. But you could step to me with no money. Really? Mm-mm. You have to teach people how to treat you. Anytime you step to these filthy pieces of garbage, you make sure you have your pockets filled with money. But you don't have no problem coming over to me broke as a joke. Okay, we're going to have to live and learn. Am I right? We're not no slow study here. Not me. Don't you ever come over here to me without less than $150 for 4 hours. That's right, 4 hours, because you know how much an 8-ball costs? He sit up there buying these dirty hoes an 8-ball. An 8-ball is $150. And how long does it take to smoke an 8-ball? Something like 4 hours. If they're not greedy, it might take 3. But 4 hours. He's willing to spend $150 for 4 hours. And after they smoke it up, they sit up there and say, yeah, I'll be back. I'm going to come back. Let me go over here and try to see if I can get this. They never come back. It's called hustling that sucker. Now I said, you really? That's how it is? Okay, you will never get any of my time. You'll be, and he got my bank account a number where he could just put money in. When I see $150 in my account, call me, talk to me. I might talk to you. And you only get 4 hours of my time. All right, play that stupid game, really. They're worth so much, and you're trying to treat me like I'm worth nothing? Okay. Like I said, I'm not a slow study. When you try to discuss your life issues with your partner, does your partner change the subject so that you end up talking about their issues? Of course. Of course he tries that. But me, I'm focused. They say about Capricorns, man, the way we can focus on stuff is mind-blowing. Other people look at us with admiration because they don't understand how people can stay that focused. Me, I'm focused. You got that right. I'm discussing this issue here, and you're going to try to distract me. That's not going to happen. Because the more he talks or whatever, I'm going to bring it right back to the same question that I asked him. And if he don't answer it, silent treatment, here we come. I'm not even going to grade rock. It's silent treatment. How about that? When you got a nigga who's needy and always going to need you, he's going to have to talk to you. Give him the silent treatment. No, I'm not answering anything that you have. I'm not saying nothing to you. When you answer my question, I'll start talking to you. When you describe your feelings, does your partner try to top your feelings with his or her own story? Of course they do. I tell my partner I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I work like crazy. At the job that I work, I was a paralegal at first. That's a lot of brain work, mental work. I see why they pay CEOs and CFOs so much money, because once the brain is tired, the whole body is tired. Me working as a paralegal, when I came up here, when I first met him, I was exhausted mentally. Still came home, had to cook, had to clean, do laundry, accommodate him, rub his feet if he was whatever, make sure I put on his pajamas, make sure that dinner was served. And I'm not talking about instant stuff from out of the freaking box. Well, maybe sometime. And then a lot of times we had to do Chinese. I was wiped out. You get off the job at 8, 9 o'clock at night. Who's coming home to cook? And then you ask him, well, what did you eat while I was out? I didn't eat nothing. I was waiting for you to come home. You was waiting for me to come home. So now if I get all bent out of shape, you wonder why. Yeah. You was waiting for me to come home. So what did I do? Sometimes I would say, well, you're going to be one hungry nigga tonight, and I'm not doing it because I'm wiped out. And then there was other times when I would go in the kitchen and whip something up really fast or whatever, being home at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, okay? How about that? Does your partner act jealous of you? He was always jealous. Like I told you, he was jealous of my son. My son is what, 6'2", gorgeous. Women fall all over him. My brother is hot as all hell. What, he's 6'6", he's 6 feet. The men in my family, Lacetti, gorgeous, look like the cover of GQ magazine. That's my son-in-law. He was jealous of me because of my abilities, my confidence, my self-esteem, and my potential. He hated the fact that we had so much potential and he had none. And the number one thing he hated about us the most he hated about us is that we are all very articulate. He has to stumble and fumble and try to figure out words. His vocabulary is so limited, which we tried to help him. His grammar is pitiful. So he hated us for that, our abilities. We had abilities, he had disabilities. We had potential, he had none, or he felt he had none. Nobody was trying to make him feel like that. The guy was a freaking loser, face it. Does your partner lack empathy? I rest my case. Can anybody here tell me what is empathy? I can give you my definition. Empathy is when you know how to put yourself in the other person's place. You could imagine what it would be like if I was in that situation. You know what I'm saying? How would I want people to treat me if I was in that situation? I would want people to try to help me out. Somebody died in my family who I really loved. How would I want people to treat me? I would want people to comfort me, try to hug me, cry with me if I'm crying, hurt if I'm hurting. They have none of that. Ice queens. He used to hang out with queens too, anyway. Does your partner only support things that will benefit him, or there's always got to be something in it for them? That was mine. I can't speak for yours. It's always got to be something in it for them, or he's not interested. I used to say, look, we did it like this. Each week we have our Saturday. This Saturday he gets to pick what event we're going to do, because I always wanted to go out and experience new things on Saturdays and the weekend. And then next weekend I get to pick what I want to do. He always wanted to go out and do what? Nothing. I had to come up with ideas for that. Nothing. But it was my turn to do things. I like educational things, so I like to want to go to seminars. I want to go to a TED Speaks. And it may have cost $5 or $7. I ain't going over there. I ain't spending no $5 for that. But it's my turn for the weekend. I get to pick. Or I want to try different restaurants all around the place. And then we could get, you know how they give it the stars. Is it a 3-star restaurant, a 4, 5? I write my whatever. I keep a list of all the restaurants, the kind of service they gave us. Was it professional? How was the food? It gave us something to do. Oh, I ain't feeling none of that. Well, I want to go to the cheap, and I ain't doing that. Oh, you know what? After church, everybody's going over to the Cheesecake Factory, or we're going over to someplace. No, man, your daughter, she's always wanting to go someplace where it costs always money. What are the money? But he have no problem giving money to prostitutes. When it comes to doing things that were decent, he had issues with that. When it comes to derogatory, dirty, rotten, low-down, dirty something, you shell out the money like it was nothing. Prostitutes, yeah, suck on this. I'll spend all my money. Crack, yeah, I'll give you all my money. Yeah, let me treat you like garbage. I'll give you all my money. But when it came to decent things, issues, whatever. Have you consistently felt a lack of emotional closeness with your partner? I had no emotional closeness with him. I told you, his sex was strange to me. It was cold. It was robotic. It was unfeeling. It was weird. Disgusting, if you want my view. And did I have to fake orgasms? I tell you what, I was in with that man 11 years, right? And out of those 11 years, like 95% of the times that he thought I was that was a lie. It was a lie. I kept thinking about when Harry met Sally. You remember that movie where Meg Ryan, she showed you how to fake an orgasm? She showed you. So I became a pro. Especially when I wanted it to hurry up and be over. The sex was garbage. Have you consistently questioned if your partner loves you? Yeah, I used to say to him, tell me something. You love me? Really? What are the things that you love about me? Can you give me a list? That took like a month. Mm-hmm. He probably had to look it up on ask somebody else, what do you love? The guy was a jerk. Does your partner do considerate things for you only when other people are around and other people are there to witness this good behavior? They do it around other people. But when you're alone, he treats you like garbage. Don't have too much to say to you. You know what I'm saying? When something difficult happens in your life, let's say, for instance, an accident, an illness, a death in your family, a divorce in your family, or a divorce in your circle of friends, does your partner have any compassion and feel hurt because you're hurting? That didn't exist in mine. Not at all. Number 30. Is your partner overly conscious of what other people think? Yeah, mine was. He wanted to make sure the pimps, the no good niggas on the street, he cared more about them. Like we were going to a store. And if there was these street no good niggas, you know, the gutter rats, gutter filth, ghetto garbage, he didn't want to let them see that he was paying for something when it came to me, a woman. He didn't want them to see that. So he used to try to hide that. We go into certain neighborhoods. He didn't want to get out and open up my car door, not in front of this area. He didn't want to hold on my hand or be close to me in certain areas because he was trying to impress these pimps and these no good niggas who call women bitches nothing but bitches and hoes. So of course he couldn't show them how he's holding his wife's hand or how he's paying for this or how he's opening up car doors because he felt that these no good street niggas who ain't got no woman that care nothing about them. The women were only with them for the paper, for the car ride. You're my chauffeur, or the paper. That was it. Those women were only with those men because those men kept their drug habit going. He wanted to impress pimps, street niggas, things from the gutter. Man, please. When something difficult happens in your okay, we got that. Do you feel used? Do you feel used by your partner? Let me have my tea on this. My throat is getting dry. Do you feel used by your partner? I always felt used. I felt used because he wasn't paying his fair share around the household. Whatever he was going to have to pay out there on those streets, he didn't pay that within the household. I felt used. I felt used when I was doing all the work in the household. He came from work. He didn't have to do nothing except for lay back, relax, and be served. I felt used. What made me feel used the most? Let me tell you what made me feel used the most. I'm the one doing all the hard work up in here. But you're sitting around here, we go out somewhere, you're looking at this broad, not in the glance, because everybody looks. I'm not an insecure woman. I'm a very confident woman with a very healthy self-esteem. Trust and believe. But when somebody's disrespecting you, that made me feel used. You're constantly looking at this hoe. They don't look nothing like me, by the way. They're not my color. They're not my body size. Nothing like me. Okay? And then you could tell he looked so long, you knew he was undressing them in his mind. Totally disrespecting me. And then there were times when I called him on it. No, I wasn't looking at it. I said, yeah, you were. I'm sitting up here looking at it with my own two eyes. So he was trying to play that Maury Povich or Jerry Springer. You know how the men try to make the women seem like they're crazy? You know what? I was almost getting ready to curse. That ain't happening here, son. Because I'm fixed. I'm an earth sign. Keep that in mind. I'm fixed. I know what I saw. And you're not going to tell me anything different. But like I said, okay, I tell you what, I could show you better than I can tell you. Like I said, is he here in my household now? Nope. No, he's not. No, he's not. He went someplace else. He got kicked out of that place. Then he was over in some crack house, living in the crack house. He paid $450 a month for a room, but you'll see why he paid $450. It was a drug house with 80-year-olds. You got two 80-year-old Caucasians. 80, come on. You know they're not all that functional. He could easily take advantage of them. You got this Caucasian other man up in there. He's a junkie. You got hoes parading in and out, in and out. You know that they smoking crack. A little tiny room. Close the door, you can smell that mess going outside in the house. It was a crack house. $450 to live in a crack house. How sad is that? Yeah, I felt used a lot when I'm sitting up here busting my behind for you, and yet you looking and lusting after somebody else. Really? I tell you what, that killed my motivation to do anything or much for you. Go let them. That's what you felt is so worth so much. Go let them do it for you. Because me, I'm done. Order of protection, I'm putting that in place. I'm lining things up on how I'm getting rid of this piece of garbage. You will not disrespect me or take advantage of me. Not for too long. Not for too long. Do you feel that your partner does not accept you? No, he didn't accept me. He wanted somebody pale skin and light skin. He used me. He used me, but that's okay because guess what? I came out on top. He's back on crack. He's smoking cigarettes. He's living in a crack house. He's back to dealing with prostitutes and street whores and thoughts. He's dealing with this one broad. Her man is in jail. While her man is in jail, she's sitting up there sucking penises all over the place. You're supposed to be faithful if your man is in jail. You're supposed to be. Not her. Put on porno on the TV. He walks in. I was shocked. He said, I was shocked. She had the porno going, and we made it happen twice. Bullcrap. The man had radiation done to his penis where he had cancer of his prostate. He tried to say that nonsense. His penis wasn't working for nothing. Trust and believe. This woman was sitting up there sucking on a flaccid penis. And the only thing that came out of that was piss, doggy water, and worms. And that's what she filled her mouth up with. Piss, doggy water, and worms. But he wanted to try to get me to believe all of this. I know what happens to a man when he has radiation done to his prostate. I know what happens. It takes 1 to 2 years for that to be nothing but dead meat, flaccid. Okay? And this has been like over 3 years with this character, so I know he ain't working with nothing. Does that make me feel good? Yeah, it does. I'm not going to lie. Yes, it does. Now, that was question number 34. But anyway, we are already an hour, 23 minutes, and 33 seconds. I have several. Okay, I'm going to run these questions off, and you tell me which ones can you account for to determine whether you are with a narcissist. Do you feel that your partner does not know and value the real you and does not want to know the real you? What about, does your partner act as if the world should revolve around him or her? What about, does your partner appear phony to you? Phony? I could go into details if the video wasn't already long. Does your partner swing from grandiose to a depressed mood? He thought it was all about him. And I sit up there and say, yo, you know what? This relationship sucks. What the hell am I getting out of this? How am I benefiting? So what are you talking about how you benefiting? You get me. You got me. Really? What exactly does that consist of? What does that include? Because all I see is a bunch of disabilities, mental and physical, and all like this, walking like this. That's all I see, extra work. Okay? You're not articulate. When it comes to mental stimulation, for me, at least give me mental stimulation. God knows you can't give me nothing physical stimulation. I got to fake all of that. Now you're talking about you just be happy because you got me. What is me? Nothing. Extra work. That's all I saw. Does your partner try to compete with you? That boy knew it was no competition. He knew. Don't even try to compete with my son, my son-in-law, or my brother, or even the brothers. He couldn't compete. That's why he hangs out with bums. He can't hang out in the real world. No, he can't compete, honey. He has to be in the gutter, the ghettos. Not even the ghettos. He went from ghetto to gutter. How sad is that? Does your partner always have to have things his or her way? Does your partner have rage issues, especially when you tell them no or you disagree with them? So we can identify with that. He is jealous of others and always talks about how other people are jealous and envious of him. That was his number one thing. Yeah, I got the girl and they were mad at me because she decided to come with me and not him. They came with him because they saw he was the dummy out of the crowd. They wouldn't pick the other men because the other men would have caught her on her game. But after they listen to how he speaks and he stutters and he talks, the women said, because I would have did it. I would have picked him too. Because he was the easiest trick. The other men were too sharp mentally. I couldn't run my game on them. So of course you're going to pick the less intelligent one. But he's sitting up there thinking that, it was because I was the better looking. I doubt that very much. No, honey, I would have picked the one who's like the dummy too. Easy to get over on this one. His words never match his actions. He's always somehow making everything about him. Like, just let's say that you say, you know what? I broke my arm skiing. You know what he's going to say? Oh, yeah, I hear you. Because I broke my leg when I was in second grade. I broke my leg. And he's going to go into a master of whatever and make everything about him. Now, we have to be careful with that one. And the reason why I say that, because there's times when a person may say something like, you know what, I broke my arm when I was skiing, and it was so painful and it was so hurtful. See, someone like me, if I ever broke something, I would also say, you know what, I hear you. Because there was a time when I had broke my leg. So I know that's painful. Now, is that me trying to make it all about me? No. That's me trying to let you know I identify with you. I got a huge understanding of what you must be feeling. That's the only reason why. It's not that I'm trying to take it and say, oh, I got my leg hurt. No. I did it to let you know that I can identify with you and I hear you. Not freak that. I feel you. I have to make that clear to my daughter. But she has all these issues. You're always trying to make it about you. No, I'm always trying to make people understand that I identify with them. I hear where you're coming from. I got you. How about that, daughter? Doesn't think of your feelings and how his behavior and actions will affect you. You have some people in this world who are really overly sensitive. And it's not that you don't think of their feelings or how it's going to affect them. But when you're dealing with people, and I'm speaking of my daughter again, because on this list, she got a lot of narcissistic traits. A lot. I've been abused by that girl. Anyway, she'll sit up there and say, think that I don't think about how what I say is going to affect you. Of course I think about how it's going to affect you. And that's why I speak to you the first 3 times. I speak to you kindly and nicely. But when you treat me like you're discarding everything I have to say, the 4th time, I'm going to come raw. Okay? Of course, I'm conscientious of how other people feel. Yes, I am. At the same time, please, can I get some comments on here? Please. There are some people in this world that's overly sensitive. You could say something that was not even meant to hurt anyone, and they're offended by it. It hurt me. What you said was awful. And it wasn't even awful when you're talking to a normal person. But you have some people who they're touched a little bit. They're touched. You know? Please, somebody please tell me, have you ever met someone who's overly sensitive? Everything you say, they're offended by it. You have to walk on eggshells in terms of everything you say, which a normal person, normal, would never even think to take offense to it. Leave your comments. How about this? This is another one. With my daughter and my narc, they have to constantly have validation, attention, affirmation, and they are admiration and they are validation whores. Please say I'm validated. I need a man to tell me that I'm worth something. Please, I need somebody to tell me that I'm worth something. When I go out, if nobody talks to me, my whole freaking day is ruined. If I don't have a man in my life, that must mean that I'm nothing. If I don't have a female, I must be nothing. Really? Really? Never me. Never me. You have a lot of people that are like that. They need this constant attention. And the reason why I get annoyed with that, you want attention based on what? If you want all this attention, do something that's attention worthy. Be a good speaker. Be a good dancer, a good singer. You get attention. I don't care about what your body, you want attention because of what your body look like. Who care about that, man? Who cares? I want attention because I'm beautiful in my face. That's shallow. That's superficial. Nobody cares. That's going to be, years are going to come. That's going to be a thing of the past, honey. You have a lot of beautiful people. You have a lot of people with nice bodies. Now, what's exceptional about you? Really? You want all this validation, all this attention, affirmation, admiration. What exactly do you have to show that you deserve this? Are you a motivational speaker? Are you someone who can inspire people? You know what I'm saying? When people meet you, do they feel like you're the bubbles in champagne? Do they feel like, oh my God, this person is so positive. I am totally loving them. That's deserving. But I want attention because when I walk into a room, just the way I look at my body, really? I don't think so. Whatever, man. That's another narcissistic trait. My daughter needs help. Will look you in the eye and tell you that every single woman that he's been with has never ever faked an orgasm with him. And he's totally sure of it. Honey, if he needs to watch when every figure 90% of my orgasms was fake. And he was like, no, I don't believe that. Of course you don't believe that because you got all ego. It was fake. I didn't even understand this nigga's sex. His sex was robotic. It was cold. He's used to prostitutes, and you could tell. He was used to crack whores and crystal meth and heroin addicts. Man, the way that man would handle a woman's body, what? When it comes to fellatio, he wants you to always do a 69. It's always got to be something for him. Whatever happens for me to just lay back and relax, put my hand behind my head and enjoy the fellatio with just enjoying it. Never him. No, we're going to do a 69. Really? Okay, whatever. He feels that he should always be everyone's priority. Now, that's a touchy thing with me. Do I feel like I should be everyone's? It says everyone's priority. No, I don't feel that I should be everyone's priority. I think that I should be at least one. Let me reiterate that. One of the priorities when it comes to my family. Now, I know you have children, you have a husband, you have a boyfriend, you have all of that. That's fine and good. But let me tell you something. The way I feel, I'm your mother. I am your mother. And what is it about mothers? I think mothers should be treated special. What do you think? I'm your mother. Don't take that lightly. I am definitely supposed to be one of your priorities. Okay? Sit up there and try to make light of a person being the mother like she's nothing. Are you kidding me? The mother sat up there and did for you when you couldn't do for yourself. The mother sat up there and she was right there with you when the clown walked off and left you with 2 kids and whatever other issue you had for the third one. Guess what? Mother was there. Mm-hmm. When your husband is sitting up there beating you down in the basement and you needed somebody, mother was there. You want to treat me like I'm not a priority? Really? When you sit up there and get your heart broken because you know went out into some freaking new sexuality that you didn't understand and you got all hurt up and whatever, mother was there. Yeah, I think she should be at least a priority. Okay? Yeah, she should. This is the last one. He feels really angry when he's challenged, confronted, or questioned. That's narcissism, baby. Full-blown narcissism. Now you have the list. I have my girl Lisa, who I adore, and we talk on Marco Polo. And by the way, I would like to. Oh God, I gotta get rid of this. Okay, you can go into your Google store, your Play Store, and get the Marco Polo app. That's a text message. It's like verbal text messaging. And if you want to talk to me, that's the best way to get a response from me. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. It would be amazing. Get the Marco Polo. I'm sure you're going to really enjoy it. Not just for us talking. You're going to enjoy it when it comes to your friends. Just tell them to get the Marco Polo. Instead of doing all the texts like that, you get to make a video text where you're talking. It's 9 o'clock. Okay, hold on. It's 9 o'clock. You're going to get to do the video texting, just talking the video to me. I get to see your face, and then that's okay. Then I get that. And then I make a video responding to you or just saying good morning. And then you get to see my face whenever you want to. You get to play it back whenever you want to. When you need that encouragement for maybe something I said that you really appreciated, the Marco Polo video is amazing. I think you're going to like it. So why not give it a try? Okay? Sheila True Love, this is what, an hour and 37? Wow, I didn't get too many people live on here. What's up with that? Okay. But anyway, guys, I guess you was just being a good listener. That's cool. Anyway, we'll talk again. You always have a choice. Please remember that. You could choose to be happy. You could choose to be miserable. You could choose to sit around and dwell on a narc that's not dwelling on you. Think about your kids. They're not thinking about you. Trust and believe, honey. You got to get on with your life. Forget this nonsense. I love you like crazy. Until next time, we'll talk again.